Call the work session to order. First on the work session is we have an executive session. I'm going to read a letter from our council. As City Attorney, I, Marcus E. McDowell, I hereby request the Fairhope City Council go into executive session based on Alabama Code, Section 3625A7A4, to discuss security plans, procedure, assessments, measures, or systems, or the security or safety of the persons, structures, facilities, or other infrastructures, the public disclosure of which could reasonably be expected to be determined to public safety or welfare. As City Attorney, I hereby request that the City Council of the City of Fairhope rise from the regular city work session meeting on Monday, September the 23rd, 2024, to go into executive session. The City Council shall be in executive session for approximately 45 minutes. At the end of the executive session, the City Council shall return to the council chambers to resume the regular City Council work session meeting.
Make a motion, we
Second.
executive
I have a
session.
motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say nay. Motion carries. All right, guys, we're going to call our work session back into order. Hope everybody's doing well today. Good to see everybody out. All right, next on the agenda is our fiscal year 2025 budget review. Hey, Ms.
Good
Kim.
evening.
Good evening.
So I'm so happy to go over this budget and have a lot of people join us tonight.
Yes. Turn your mic on, Ms. Kim.
It's happening.
There you go.
Yeah, it is. This budget has a lot of infrastructure improvements in it. As y'all, we've gone through several meetings, and I just want to kind of revamp that we had meetings in here on going over revenues. We've gone over general funds, capital improvements, and then we've gone over the utilities. And so here, I just want to go over the budget highlights on utility infrastructure. What's included in your proposed budget is $56.2 million in utility improvements, $1.8 million in road resurfacing, street parking, and drainage projects, $2.9 million in traffic and transportation improvement projects. The next thing is about protecting our natural resources and environment. So we have $8.8 million in parks and facility improvements. The next project that is $5.2 million, that is investment in the K1 Center. If y'all remember, we have grants for that project of $3.5 million. And then we have personnel cost. And if y'all remember on last year's budget, we kept it flat, the budget. So from going from 2023's really budget, rolled it over into 24. So into the 25 budget, it's a 16% increase. We have in the proposed budget, there is merit and there's a cost of living increase. For that, and then we have added 21 proposed new positions in the utilities and the general government. Do you have any questions on those highlights?
No, ma'am. One of those positions will be on tonight, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and so what is in the proposed, we have a resolution for the overall budget to be passed, the impact fees as a separate, being that's restricted, and then the personnel budget is a separate item.
Okay.
So as you can see, our total budget is $188,756,898, being that general fund is $52,421,361. Do y'all have any questions on those totals?
Council.
Council President and Kim, I do want to say that I actually still have a lot of questions about the budget, and I know it's on the agenda, and too many to go through in this work session, but I still have lots of questions about the budget. Not that I'm opposed to any of it right now, but there's still a lot of it I hadn't been through in detail, just to be honest.
Okay.
Okay.
As you can see, general fund increased 5.6%. The sanitation increase 12.9% increase. I just want to be able to highlight that. Your water and sewer, where you have a lot of infrastructure in this budget, increased 34.8%. And then just your total overall budget, it increased 17.8%. Do you have any questions on that?
No, ma'am.
The graph that you have here, just kind of just showing you on general fund revenue, your large portion is your property tax, your ad valorem tax of 21%, our local taxes 35%, license and permits 12%, and you can just see all the others. Any questions? Next is your expenses. General government, it takes up 21%. Public safety, which includes your police, your corrections, fire is 25%. Your public works, 17%. Your recreation, cultural, 23%. Do you have any questions on that?
No, I just want to point out that we've created cleaned up a little bit as far as our how we're diversifying our departments. I think with recreation and parks is one, and then the other one would be our police versus corrections. So I just want to note that to the public, that we split those for cleaner opportunities.
Yes.
Very good, yeah.
Next, this is investment in our infrastructure for what's called non-departmental. We're investing $750,000. I mean, library is getting improvements to their air conditioning system, Boys and Girls Club, new playground equipment. The Haven is going to be a phase 2 of improvements. Recreation, $7.5 million. It's a variety of park, pool improvements, park improvements, tennis court, that's a big one. So the tennis court is getting some additional courts and pickleball courts. The Flying Creek Nature Preserve is having improvements to the house and the whole park. In the streets department, $5.4 million. It's going to be streets resurfacing, drainage, sidewalk constructions. For our civic center, our Nick Center Museum, it's just building improvements. There's going to be $300,000 at the Welcome Center of some improvements. Quail Creek Golf Course, $386,000, and it's just going to be some green improvements, bathroom improvements. So our utilities. In the gas department, $5.8 million. We'll go into phase 2 of the cast iron improvements. We have a project that's at the I-10. There's going to be some new meters, additional upgrades and improvements. For the electric department, continue with the 44 kV loop, lighting improvements, traffic light improvements. For the water department, $21 million. That's increasing additional lines, improving lines. We're doing some test wells, improvements to some treatment plants. Wastewater, 24 million. That is doing improvements at the treatment plant, some regional lift stations, generators and bypass pumps. And here's for equipment. We're gonna do an investment in the capital equipment. It's vehicles. We have the police department, some additional vehicles. Fire department has new fire truck and equipment. Recreation, 280,000, again, vehicles, equipment. Streets department, additional 547,000 for additional equipment. In our fleet department, again, additional equipment, and the golf course, mowers, beverage cart. Gas department, some additional vehicles, electric, some additional vehicles, trucks, bucket trucks. Same thing, water department, 714,000, vehicles, boring machine, water department, vehicles, lift station, bypass pumps. For the sanitation, you probably remember this third eye vehicle tracking on our garbage trucks. And then for our community appropriation, 1.7 million. The highlight one's the library, it's 919,000, Haven, 159, Rotary Club, 57,000, Airport Authority, 315, and then community partners, a total of 212,000. And then this is the list of the new positions that's being proposed. So do you have any questions? I know that was really fast, and then we have a short time period.
Well, Council, I know Councilor Burrell was saying that he doesn't quite feel comfortable as far as the budget, as far as detailing the budget and asking questions right now. So I think what we could probably do is respect that and maybe not pass this tonight, but kind of table it and maybe go to the September call, a special call meeting at some point. Are you comfortable with that, Council? Boone, are you comfortable with that? We will try to do it ASAP. We will get together and try to do that. I want everybody to be comfortable with the budget, and it has to be unanimous. So if we have one that's not comfortable, then we'll have to visit that. Mm-hmm. But thank you for all the work you've done. It's an excellent job. I saw a couple of areas that we need to work on. Golf is one, and then our sanitation, which we are addressing today. But the only other one would be the golf, that we would have to kind of see if we can figure that out as far as being in the black or in the red. But overall, the books are balanced. I appreciate everybody's hard work on this particular situation. Thank you so much, Ms. Kim.
Okay.
Yes.
So the next item, if you want me to go over,
Yes.
y'all should have a summary sheet on some proposed rates. We've talked about this in a couple of meetings. It's on the agenda as an ordinance, and so you'll see in the ordinance where we have some proposed rates for 25 and 26. And what we did add from the last discussion is we added some 3 times a week pickup, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, so you can see those rates. Do y'all have any questions on those?
Kim, I do have some questions on those, because on the 2 times a week, it's 30, and then 3 times a week would be a 50% increase, but the cost only went up 33% on that. 4 times would be double the usual, and the cost went up 67% instead of 100%. I mean, is our cost reduced the more times they pick up per week, or is the cost per same each time they pick up?
What we were
And
trying
in that
to-
case, there's a discount for every pickup.
It is a discount. What we're trying to look at is some of those restaurants that may end up deciding they want 20 cans out there. and your capacity of it, and so that's what we're just trying to look at that way. I know the trucks are gonna need to come by there, but it was at least giving them some kind of a discount. And we know the reason we're having to go by there a lot of times is the space capacity.
Well, I'm just saying we're losing money if it's a true cost.
I think what Kim is referencing is in downtown, we've always done multiple pickups per week simply because we don't have the space downtown or the businesses do not have space to accommodate dumpsters. And you don't want that garbage just sitting in downtown for long periods of time. So we thought since that's always been a requirement that we pick it up more often, that's where the discount would come in
Because you're
because,
requiring it.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, because on most, it is twice.
That's per
twice
can, right? That's per can?
per can.
So it could be that they don't fill them all up 5 times a week too, right?
When we do the numbers, this kind of catches us up. This makes us whole with these increases for right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
because right now, they're just paying for the twice-a-week pickup, but on some of those areas, we're having to go more than twice.
Yeah. I mean, this is something that's needed. Like I said, we're bleeding in this particular area, money-wise. So this is something that we had to do to maintain the pickups. So,
Any other questions?
council, any questions?
I just do want to say that even with this proposed increase, that our rates are still, compared to everybody, still extremely low rates. I mean, these are great rates. Nobody wants a rate increase, but by comparison to what a private company would charge or what most municipalities charge, is still a good rate.
Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Kim.
All right, thank you.
All right. Next. Next. Next.
About the immigration. Is there
Yeah.
any merit to it? If there isn't, we can disappear.
That's going to be at our city council meeting at 6 o'clock, sir. All right, this is the work session. So then we'll start at 6. All right. Next on the agenda is committee updates.
No.
Updates?
Any updates?
No, sir.
Any updates?
Only update I have is the library board was having a special call meeting today to adopt some policies to be in line with state updates recently, mandates. So that meeting taking place concurrently with the work session there.
Very good, very good. Councilman Boone? Yep, and I don't have any updates here. All right, department heads, agenda items, if we got time, get through some of these.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I've got number 11, and this is for the wastewater treatment plant, the Headworks project. So this bid came in under budget, and it was a very close competitive bid. We had a total of 3 bidders.
Which item are you on, Darrell?
Number 11.
Number 11, very good. Yeah. Right.
Councilman Martin, I'd also like to mention on this project, we do have some ARPA funds available. I believe it's 1.3 million in ARPA funds that we will be using towards this project as well.
Okay, so that reduces our cost a lot. Yeah, appreciate that. All right. So I looked at these bids. These bids were very good.
Very
I
close.
really appreciate this bidding process. You know, it pushed the price down significantly. And that's what it's supposed to look like. So I really, purchasing and everybody that's on that task, great job. I know you heard me in the past complain about that because I thought we could get some better deals. So thank you for listening and thank you
Yep,
for the job you're
Erin
doing.
and- Erin and her team did a great
That's
job.
what I'm talking about. Yep, yep,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
You can come up or I can call you. Yep.
I got put on number 17, renewal for Citizen Serve, just a yearly renewal fee, 42,000, 28 users.
It's budgeted.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Any questions, council, on that? It's just pass-through costs, annual and renewal.
Good evening. I, for a change, have three very easy ones. They're all grant-related. Number 19, we've gone through the RFP process for the grant management for our First Responder Safe Room, which is a FEMA hazard mitigation grant. And we'd like to award that bid, and that is, that price is set in the grant terms as well. And then 21 relates to the working waterfront. And this is just a request to extend the performance period of the contract for the grant management on that. And then on 22 related, this is the performance period extension for the contract for the professional engineering services with GMC. So the project is underway. It's completely entitled. It's just that we have to have an extension to get us to the end. So
Very good.
be glad to answer any questions.
No,
All right, thank you.
we want to give them an extension so they can get the work done.
Yes, it's kind of a
That's
necessity
a
at this
necessity,
point in time.
right. Thank you. Mr. Johnson? Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you.
Item 5, I won't talk about, it's a zoning change, it's final adoption. Should be pretty easy when we get to the council, when we get into council session. Item 8 is a site plan extension for Vatan. That's on the corner of Church and Magnolia, and just quick update. The permits, land disturbance permits ran, part of that delay was some,
An hour.
it's a 6 month, there's some utility things, so we fully support that extension.
Yeah.
And then item 9 is a resolution to support the Baldwin County Multimodal Connectivity Vision Plan.
And this is good.
This is good. This is
Yeah.
coming out of the MPO, I believe, has already submitted a letter of support.
This is good.
So we do
Yeah,
as well.
I was happy to see that, you know, that's something, looking forward towards the future. I always talk about that, so this is good.
And want to give a special thank you to the Baldwin County Trailblazers. They did a wonderful job kind of pushing that
Yeah.
through and
God
really
bless y'all.
staying on top of that.
Yep,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Ladd?
How's it going?
Doing well, sir.
I got agenda item number 18, the repairs to the elevator at the library. It's,
This is new repair, right? Because
It
it
is.
seems like, okay.
It's
yeah.
one that we, if we want to keep elevators in function, we have no choice but to move forwards on.
The hydraulics.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
main cylinders that push the elevator up and down. Have to pull the cylinders out, repack the seals, put it back in, so there's no real cheap way to do it. And then I'm here for any support that you need on number 7 with Kim. I think she's done a really good job so far, but if you need extra questions or anything like that, I'm here for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
No questions.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, Ms. Hannah.
Good evening. I have number 6. It's a first read ordinance to amend the handbook previously adopted this summer. It is to review the sick leave donation policy. I think we discussed it at work session in August,
Right.
maybe?
Yeah. So this is something that we're reenacting. We had it once upon a time historically. We lost it. Now we're coming back with it to help our people. Okay, very good.
All right, thank you.
Hello, everyone. Number 10 is the procurement of the contractor to do our comprehensive safety action plan. That was grant-related. We did do the RFQ process. We had multiple people at the pre-bid, and we ended up with two proposals that we did do evaluations on, and Kimley Horn and Associates came out as the top on that one.
Now, this is traffic control per se.
It's Safe Streets
Safe-
for All, so it's all motilities, all just looking at our entire plan. They'll
And-
be looking also with the Baldwin County connectivity plan and everything else that's
These two
happening.
marry each other?
Yep.
Great, yeah. We had a lot of constituents that were concerned about some of these things. I'm glad that we're putting it in action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then number 20, this is a DOJ, Bureau of Justice grant that we received. It's a $200,000 grant, no match. This is really just for y'all to accept the award. It is for the police department, and it is for fentanyl education. So there'll be some of the activities hosting city education events and programs, the purchase of one DARE-wrapped vehicle, and then a purchase of another drug awareness vehicle that is not DARE-wrapped. It's going to be a different one, and I'm sure that Chief could talk about that. The distribution of 1,000, I can't say that word well, naloxone.
Naloxone is the same as
Yes.
Narcan?
Yes, the Narcan. I
Yes.
know, why didn't I just write that?
No worries.
And then free CPR training classes. And that is all going to be in conjunction with the nonprofit COPE.
So that money will take care of all of that, is what I'm
Yep.
hearing you say? God bless. Okay, that's excellent. That's excellent. And no match.
No match.
That's awesome. Very good. Very good. All right. Yes, ma'am.
I have number 15 and 16 additions to the budget I know you are going to remove. Is number 15, this is a write-off of utility accounts of $180,108.39. This is what we do annually. This number keeps reducing down as we're gathering now more information from our customers, and we're doing a better job on collecting on the front end. So this is actually from 2018's accounts.
And we're charging this off to a third party?
We are writing
Our
those
collection.
off, but yes, we
Yes.
do submit them out to
Okay.
a third party
I
for
just want to make sure
collections.
because we still owe that money, so we have to still collect it
Yeah,
somehow.
we still try every
Yeah.
efforts to get
Okay.
this money. And then number 16 is to extend the contract with PFM. That is our financial advisor we've been using, and that would just is another year with them.
Yeah.
And y'all have any questions on that?
Council, y'all have no problems with that extension? All is well, pretty much, I think so. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Kim. Number 12. Act fee account equipment project. So number 13, let's see, these are impact fees.
That's
what-
President, that's part of the
That's
budget.
budget, that's the budget stuff, yeah, mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Approve the doc recommend to
Same with
fund.
number 14.
14 also.
Number 14 is with the budget, all right. We got number 18 done. All right, 23, do you want to speak on that? Yes. Would you? Yes, ma'am.
Number 23 is regarding the purchase of the property where the Fairhope Youth Baseball Fields are at Barnwell. We've been using that property for probably close to 20 years, if not probably, a while, for youth football, and it's become available for purchase. So with the help of our city attorney, we've negotiated that purchase price. The number 24 is also a resolution that for any ancillary cost, closing cost, anything like that, with a not to exceed $15,000, just so we make sure we don't have to come back to the council for any other ancillary costs that there may be.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's a great opportunity there for our kids.
Right.
Yeah, and, but yes, very good, very good. All right, all right. Let's see. Number 25, let's see, K6 Parent Teacher Corporation collateral with the Fairhope West Parents. Oh, this is the Pirate Dash. So that's just, okay, very good. Chief, we have no problems with that. All is well with the Pirate Dash. Okay, guys. All right, we'll take 3 minutes, and then we'll come back and start our regular city council meeting. All right.